game, 3v4, and we had Akane dropping 53 kills. We decided to move him out of the Bronze Division because he was most likely not a Bronze Division player. And we were replaying this map. We got Black Gator back, and we got Linkser in for Akane. So let's see how this Bronze Mix match comes out with a true 4v4. These players definitely probably going to be more on the same playing field now. And, I'm hoping it goes well. It looks like we got 4 players on the map. And, hey, Boston Burgers, they got a flip.
Yeah, they did. They were able to work that P2 spawn kind of right away, and now they're making their way over towards that P1. They got to get some time here, as they've already allowed 20 seconds to go towards the side of the surrender. Black Gator, he's back from the Shadow Realm, picking up a 2-piece, breaking the hill, and they are in. The Burgers are in, but it is Top Life trying to do what he can. Finds a 2-piece on those players pushing out, but the Burgers, they find a good chunk of time. They still got these spawns. Got a little bit of map control here, and they're going to do what they can to try to get this hard point.
Yeah, I mean, great play out of Burgers. They flipped those spawns, and it was kind of accidental, I'd say. I mean, somebody kind of snuck in through the right, but they flipped pretty early on. Denver Surrender unable to react. Now Boston have the P2 spawns in hand, and they are ready for the fights. Look at these players. They are ironed up. You got Black Gator deep right, and I mean, this might be the player that Boston Burgers needed all along.
Yeah, I think he's definitely the missing link, doing what he is doing back here, going 5-2, and Burgers are making this P2 work. I mean, this is definitely a money hill, and you're seeing it here as they're able to get that lead and then some. And it's just Black Gator versus Johnny over and over. Johnny finally comes out on top, and Glitch gonna do it. He cans hops in the hill. He gets taken out. And Wah is next in line. He's going to decide to go ahead and hit this route, I think. It looks like all of the surrender is just going to try to do what they can to lock down this P3.
Yeah, and I like that play at a walk, cut in the middle of the map, making sure none of the Boston Burgers are able to sneak through. Linkser is able to get that kill, but, long ways away before he can test that P3 area. He is able to get some pressure on that hill. The rest of his teammates able to move up behind him, and the push onto P3 should be here quite soon. Another one out on the right side, and the pressure is palpable right now from the Boston Burgers.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it's the Burgers are trying to make their way over. It's Linkser leading the charge now, 6-3. He gets taken out, and Glitch finds a 2-piece to the front of the hill. So now Surrender are getting some good time. I mean, this is going to be a good hard point here. It's looking like these teams are just trading back and forth. The spawns do come in for the Burgers, and they're able to get a break here, and they get a little bit of time. Maybe not the flip you wanted. If you're Denver Surrender, I think you're happy to take it.
Yeah, I was just about to say, Teamwork. I mean, with 26 seconds left, yeah, you get the flip, but now you're on the bad side of a very hard hill to break. Denver Surrender able to just set up at that new hill, and they're ready for it to pop. 2 seconds to go now. Boston Burgers now have to create another push, and the first kill going the way of Johnny. 3v3 scenario right now, and Denver Surrender going to very quickly spawn up toward that backside of the map. The reinforcements are here, but Boston Burgers slowly but surely working up. The kills going back and forth, but Denver Surrender for now have the hill.
Yes, they do, but Shifty's got something to say. He gets taken out by Top Life. 9-6 doing his thing over here, locking down the time. He's going to get a little bit of nade damage here. They do come through. No trophies down yet. You got to think maybe the Burgers are going to be able to break in off that, and they do a little bit as Gator's able to find 2. Almighty finds 1, and Gator's going to find Top Life as well. So that is Boston with a pretty clean flip here. They're going to get the more of that time back. They didn't allow Denver Surrender to tie up the game, so I think that's a kind of a W move for them.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's kind of the same thing as we just saw, where P3 to P4, Boston Burgers able to flip the spawns, but Denver gets to those new hills. Same thing again now. Boston Burgers flip the spawns. They get that scrap time, but Denver Surrender now completely ready for that P4. Now they're going to have to slay their way out of it. I will say, though, this hill, a little bit more easy to break than that P4, as you can work your way through that right side. Johnny here trying to hold down that time on a 3 streak right now, but Denver Surrender, they clean up those 4 kills. Now Boston Burgers going to try to push through the left yet again.
Yep, and here they come. Black Gator leading the charge. Johnny's able to pick him up. He's absolutely doing work with that Scar. You got to tip it over there. And he's just letting them know, locking down the hill for his team as Links are coming in. But he's got his boys there to pick up the trades. And Surrender, they're going to keep holding this time. That's tie ball game, and they're going to get some more points on the board. So, I mean, they are keeping this neck and neck off that first rotation.
They absolutely are. Very close game going into this next P1. And that's what you'll love to see here at the COD Rec League, even across the board. 118, 118. Boston Burgers do get those 2 extra points, and they're ready for that new hill. Shifty, though, might be able to mix things up a little bit, but he does get shot in the back. So now, as Black Gator holds this top side area, Boston Burgers look like they're ready for a successful hold if they do this right.
Oh, definitely, and they're gonna try to do what they can, but you've got Black Gator leading the charge. He's gonna get a little bit of contest, and oh, peekaboo. There's Wah, but his teammates kind of doing a little more than they needed to back there. A little bit of a team kill, but Burgers are making it really mixy around the hill. Linkser finds a big one onto Top Life, and he's gonna go ahead and start contesting this time as well.
Yeah, and Denver Surrender, they're trying to force a flip here, but, I gotta say, you might want to send somebody through that right side. If you have one Denver Surrender player right now with 16 seconds left, if you take that full, long route through that other side of the map here, you're able to get a free flip right now, but they're not opting to do so just yet, trying to brute force it through the front, and that could net Boston Burgers a solid amount of time here. I would like to point out Almighty, yet again, with 2 minutes of hill time on the board. He's doing it again.
Wow. He did it off of a rotation and 1 hill. That guy is absolutely leeching that time. I get him on my ranked play team right now. If they ever at it, get him in there. We're going all the way to Masters, baby. But it is Burgers all over the hill right now, gosh. I don't know what they're gonna do as Almighty's just shooting these guys in the back.
And he finds his home yet again on the hill. He said, "Get off the hill, Gator. I got this."
Push
Don't
out.
worry about it. 183 to 124. I mean, ever since that next rotation started, Boston Burgers, they've given up very little time here. Ooh, Denver Surrender. They could force a spawn trap here. Oh, the knife was about to come in, but Top Life able to shut it down. Denver Surrender could start that spawn trap we were talking about earlier.
Yes, they definitely could, and it looks like they're going to try to get it set up as you got that number 5 player. That's Wah just cutting off this middle of the map. He was having a heater this last go-round on Hydro, but that must have been a daydream because here he is, 10 and 16, doing all the work for his team, but just not quite the standout performance we were seeing this last go-round. And it's going to be all Burgers all the time as they start to surround this hill, start to pick up these few kills. Not quite as Johnny is going to cut them down with a little bit of help from Top Life, and that's Surrender working their way back in.
Top Life needs some help here. He's going to get it. 30 seconds left to get here on this P4, and you got to think Boston Burgers, they have to concede this time soon, and Denver Surrender could get into a very close battle here. If 20 seconds left on the board, Denver Surrender are in 20, and Boston Burgers need to cement a hold here on that next hill. But Shifty's trying to shake things up. But look at Denver Surrender. Player 8 and player 5, that's Wah and Johnny. They're already working their way through that dome side. They might be able to shake things up very soon as they die.
Yeah, they get picked off immediately. That's the old caster curse there. But you've got the Burgers. They've got a nice setup on the hill right now, and it's all Black Gator just shutting them down. A nice 3-piece. He gets traded out by Johnny, but oof. That's a way to lose a first push there. But it's going to come down to Shifty and the crew now as the Surrender are starting to get really close to this hill.
They're slowly but surely inching their way closer and closer to that hill. The contest is in. Some of the kills are there, but it's going to be Glitch, able to pick up a couple, but they're still spawning in that backside of the map. But the win condition here is you need to make sure Boston Burgers can't win here, and you already cemented that. So any extra time you get here is a plus. You're within range of full 16, that P4 or that P5, and being able to win here. Denver Surrender, they're playing this right. They just need to lock down this red hill.
Yes, they do. They are working their way back in. You are 100% correct. They're shutting them down off that winning condition. On that last hill as Wah wins a big one off that rotation. Any of these kills as they get close to the hill is just going to be huge in cementing this win. But Shifty and Linkser, they find a gap. They get in. Glitch is able to find a trade, but the rest of the Burgers are there. They're surrounding the hill, and white time is not what you want to see if you're the side of Denver Surrender. You definitely want to be in that hill. Wah finds a big 2-piece to the backside as his teammates try to push in. Here comes the break for the Surrender. They are able to get it done. They are in the hill. They can't win off this. 10 seconds to spare, and Wah is going to keep locking it down. He's doing what he can, finds the 2-piece, and that is going to be surrender in the hill. Neither team can win here at this point. Well, I take that back. The Burgers can definitely win, but they're not opting to. They're hitting that full rotation around on the right side of the map.
Wow, goes absolutely enormous there on the P4 to keep it alive for the Boston Burgers.
Oh!
Two-piece, the kill streak gets called in, but they have the control of P1, only 25 seconds left, and Denver Surrender win their map 1 again for a second time, but they need to keep Boston Burgers out. 240, 233, a Top Life Goon's trying to make a play through the front. There's players pushing, but Johnny's ready for it. There's one player left trying to fight. I'm pretty sure that's going to be Linkser, but he's up top. He has nothing he can do. He opts to jump out. And Top Life Goon's applying the pressure. This might be it, Timor. I don't think they can make it in Denver. Surrender. Do it. 250 to 240. It was looking grim for a moment, but WA goes huge, and they wrap it to the P1. What a game, Timor.
Yeah, that was insane. They were able to just piece together a couple of those final hills, and it just paid off.
Players on both sides, and yes, we do. So that's a W. Great start to the map. Let's see if we can get through the whole thing. You never know.
Winfinity Ward in the chat.
Hey, Johnny, holding down mid, just like we were talking about. Hey, that's quite the read, huh?
Oh my God, yeah. It's like we were, meant to do this. As Top Life, he finds a big one on the Black Gator. You gotta love to see it. He was definitely made to do this as he's getting that first blood for his team, and I love how slow these players are playing this right now. This is really methodical search.
And I mean, at this point, nobody has Deddy, so WA is just sitting right here. Oh my God, the door's open. He gets him, he takes him down.
God.
You got to think WA not ready for that door to open, quick to react, like the play, and the Scar works perfectly fine for him in that situation. But the bomb's being taken to B now.
Yeah, here's a little bit of those rotations we were talking about here as Glitch finds some good timing and gets a two-piece. Gets the first player off guard and just guns the second. Gotta love to see it, picking up the round for his team.
Oh, and he was ready for him. That red dot working to perfection. That red dot does not move at all, Teamwork. Might want to throw that on my own class, because what is that? That is some next. He knows something that we don't, Teamwork.
He's teaching. He's teaching.
He absolutely is. But, round 1 goes away at Denver Surrender. They don't die. They keep their momentum from the last map. And, now on the offensive end, they're feeling comfortable.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you got to think Top Life's looking for that first blood. If I know him, he's foaming at the mouth right now, running forward. And here comes WA. He's leading up the charge, looking over that middle section of the map. But I think the first gunfight's going to take place at the bar, and that is Linkser serving up hot ones. And he's got a cold one here for Top Life, able to get it down. And that is a headshot. See you later. Big two-piece from Linkser, and that is how you want to start a round.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're Denver Surrender, you got to think next round, you're telling your teammates, all right, guys, throw your stuns, because, one stun and Linkser is absolutely torched, but, you go in dry, and now he's able to pick up 3. The round is completely on the side of Boston Burgers, and, they're looking good after that defense. It might be a battle of the defenses here for a minute here, Timor, because, the offense can be quite difficult at times.
Yeah, it definitely can, and it's a new game. I mean, players, unless they've been really hitting the books hard, they retakes or bomb takes in general and things like that. You got to learn the game a little bit, get those timings, learn how to do that, figure out where these defenders like to hang out. So it's a work in progress. Defense is going to be a little stronger for a while, I feel like, just as the season progresses. You'll start to see the tendencies of what these players are doing. And speaking of tendencies, looks like we got a little split push here from the Boston Burgers. They're going to start sneaking their way over towards the B side once again.
The B side is for the taking, no doubt about it. Shifty going to pop that dead silence. And the first blood does go the way of Denver Surrender, so they have some time to work with right here. B site going to be fought for right now, as we got 2 Denver Surrender players, but they're not in the best spots, both of them toward this middle area. Black Gator with his teammate Almighty, able to pick up 1, but Glitch is still here. The second goes his way. Now a 3v2 situation. Top Life and Johnny gonna have to react.
Yeah, they've got a nice little pinch going here. If they can get a couple kills, does it look like? Oh, and that's gonna be Burgers picking it up, able to get those map control pushed out, and they lock down that attacking side. So that's a really good round for them. You got to think, they were able to get the bomb down, get a bomb site, and win. So kudos to them. That might pay off here towards the end of the map.
It might very well do so. 2-1 now in the favor of Boston Burgers. Now Denver Surrender going to have to find an offense to their name.
Yeah, and they're doing what they can, trying to move up here. Looks like this is a hard hit towards A. I like to see this. You got to switch it up every now and then, but you got to think Linkser. He's slinking around here somewhere. Wall's able to pick him up. Big kill for him. Going to get that trade for his team. And now they have a bomb site control, but bomb is not going down just yet. They're going to try to wait for these players to move in and maybe get another pick.
Oh, Top Life loses a close gunfight. 2v2 situation, but the bomb goes down. You have some time to work with. Black Gator is not able to pick up one, but he is able to find Glitch. Now a 1v1 situation. Wah versus Almighty, and two-piece. Love to see that out of the Denver Surrender player. Wah doing his thing. He was doing it in the hard point, and he's doing it again here. I mean, nice, crispy two-piece. He knows exactly where the second player is, and he was ready.
Yeah, that guy is just absolutely beaming heads right now. You love to see it from the captain of the Denver Surrender. I believe that is the captain, if I'm not mistaken. It's over here, and he's living up to the name right now. Just absolutely beaming on the map. You gotta love to see it from this guy. So, hopping over back to the defensive side, we'll see what he can do. As he's looking for that first blood, you got a lot of pressure towards the middle of the map. Shots get exchanged. And he's got some good information there. You can see that number 6 player for the Surrender just kind of setting up, maybe trying to get a trap here, but it's looking like the Burgers are rotating, Nikaj. They're moving it around.
Yeah, absolutely. Our Glitch almost able to pick up one, but Black Gator's there for the kill onto Johnny. He finds that in mid. Burgers forced to back up a little bit, but you can try to fight this with the man advantage, and you might be looking good.
Oh yeah, it is. I don't know if the Surrender even know if they full rotated yet. They got it. You gotta know now. Is Top Life able to find one on the link server? He gets traded out. Wall is there for the trade on the next exchange of kills. So now we are in a 2v2 situation. Shifty and Almighty versus Wah and Glitch. Let's see what they can do here.
Almighty in a good spot, but he might find a better timing. He is able to pick up one. The second play of the Boston Burgers. Boston Burgers finding some momentum here. They win that on the offensive end. And you got to think that first blood was everything for them. They're able to wrap out. And, I mean, that's the perfect play.
Yeah, they're just playing some really solid fundamental search right now. Get the trade or get the kill on the one side of the map. Wrap it back. Let's go to the other side. We got DS. Let's see what we can do over here. They win the trade battle, and they got bomb sites. So, you just have to wait out the defense at that point. So, great plays out of them. And let's see what the Surrender can do on the other side. They're down 3-2. They got to pick up a big attacking round here if they want to tie it up.
Oh, and a big
Glitch.
first blood goes the way of Glitch. I mean, Shifty thought he was in the right spot right there with the stun. The player back down, but it does not work in his favor at all. We got wall buddies right here. Johnny holding down the back, but the fight is coming through mid-tunnel.
Oh.
Top Life Moon able to pick up another one. Now a 3v2 situation. Linkser runs right into
Linkser.
Johnny. The damage almost goes his way. 28 health to his name. He has Dead Silence. Oh, the nade almost kills him. The bomb might be able to go down, though. It definitely does now.
Yeah, I think the Surrender are going to go ahead and take that free plant here. They know they've got Linkser pinned in the middle of the map. He chows. He takes Johnny down, and he's got a big meal on his plate. He's got 2 more players, and the bomb is down. He pops the Dead Silence. He's going to do what he can towards this middle of the map, trying to maybe find a timing here. Maybe even a sneaky ninja diffuse. You never know. You never know. Doesn't quite spot Top Life in the corner. Great plays from him, getting all that information there. The Surrender, they're able to pull it off. They tie it up. They get an attacking round of their own. So, I mean, we might be looking at around 11 here.
I mean, you never know. Teamwork back and forth, back and forth. Halfway through, we are definitely on pace for around 11. But, time to time, we see teams run away with things. Right now, WA 7-3. kind of the main slayer in the S&D. Denver Surrender on the defensive end, so that could be in their favor, but it seems like these teams are getting better and better as offense the more the game goes on.
Yeah, definitely. I think they're getting a little more comfortable on the map, kind of figuring out how they need to work things. Maybe the comms getting a little more stable, but while able to find that first blood onto Black Gator, so that's going to be instrumental here on the defensive side. And that puts the Burgers into a weird position as the bomb does go down, but you've got Top Life. He's being a little sneaky boy down here in this bar area. Let's see what he can do.
He pops the Daddy, but he's not ready for the fight
Oh,
against Shifty. Shifty able to pick up two. Almighty, though, gets taken down. Now a 2v2 situation, but Johnny so far away with 30 seconds left. Glitch is going to have to pick up one on his own, or at least make some progress toward this bomb site, but he's waiting for his teammate. The problem is Johnny so far away, like I said. 17 seconds left to go. Glitch almost able to find one onto Shifty. Johnny able to pick him up, but Glitch not ready for the second. It's going to be on the site. Can he get it? 7. Oh,
oh, no, he canceled it.
no. He picks it up and he drops it. He thought he was reloading his gun, and that is tragedy at its finest, teamwork.
Wow. Wow, I think he had it too. Is if it's still 7-5, I think he grabbed it at like 7-6, 7-7.
I think what happens there is he holds square. He ends up reloading his gun, so he lets go of it to press it again, but he doesn't know that if you hold it, it just reloads and picks it up at the same time. Tough situation. You know, you live and you learn, teamwork. But if you're Denver Surrender, that's definitely one
Right.
that you want back.
Yeah, that's a tough one. You got to take that one off the chin, hit the regain buttons. We're back on the offensive side. We got to tie this match back up because you definitely don't want to go down 5-3. That's not where you want to be.
It's going to be an all-out push from the
Oh,
Denver
the nade.
Surrender. They are able to get one on that A site, but Linkser still alive here. The stun comes in. Waz ready for the chow, though. He's in those stairs. It's going to be Linkser. He's cooking a nade. He opts to back off. I like what I'm seeing out of them, but Top Life Goon able to pressure him, take him down. And now you kind of have a good site to plant here. The only problem is you got Black Gator in the middle of the map, ready to fight anybody.
Oh, yeah, and he's able to find a kill instantly onto Johnny. Got the caster
Oh,
buff there. And that's another nade kill. Black Gator able to pick up another one, puts Wah in a 2v1 situation. But Wah's going to make it 1v1 as he finds Almighty. These players may meet up here. Oh, Wah gets this cheeky little timing there. And that is a huge round for the Denver Surrender.
I mean, that is a absolutely icy 1v2. I think, who is that? That's Black Gator trying to catch him off guard, but Wah was ready for him. He thought he'd be back alley, but he just jumps into his screen. He sees his feet, and he takes him down. Like what I'm seeing out of Wah. I mean, 4-4 now, teamwork. This game just does not want to end. Wah 10-4 with that TAC 56, which is that search and destroy gun we were talking about.
Oh yeah, he's making it sing right now, and really leading the charge there for his team as the pre-nades come out once again. Looks like no hit markers for Shifty. Don't need to take notes on that one. It's Glitch able to find one onto Almighty, and he's gonna get that bomb down in a weird position. Johnny Chow's not able to get the kill on Black Gators. He's able to sneak away, but the bomb is down in a terrible position as you've got Denver Surrender everywhere.
You absolutely do. Denver Surrender off to a great start to the round, but Black Gator able to pick up Johnny. Evens the odds just a little bit, still not completely even as a 3v2 scenario, but you got Linkser going on the deep flank. And I mean, Black Gator right here, you just got to wait for your teammate Linkser because it's not even worth making a play. Don't do it, man. But there's one right
Oh,
behind him. They run right past each other.
timing.
It looks like Top Life might have seen him. He might
Top
go
Life
to
knows.
chase him down. I mean, it's a cat and mouse game right now. He's right behind him. He is able to get him. Now 1v3. Linkser versus 3.
Yep, here he goes. He's got a nice, I mean, he's got some good position here. If he can catch Glitch off guard, Glitch gonna take the freebie. Got the red dot, no movement whatsoever when you're prone. And that is a really, really big round for the Surrender there. I mean, once you get that first blood and the bomb goes down, you could just see how they just locked down. They knew it was down. They had it.
Absolutely. They were ready. They knew where bomb was. They were not afraid to hold it down. So now Denver Surrender at map point here, 5-4. Boston Burgers, they need to scrounge up 2 rounds in a row. But I mean, starting on the defensive end, you're not too scared. You're comfortably saying, "All right, guys, let's do this. Let's take this home." But Denver Surrender, hot, pushing the way toward the A site.
Yep, and it looks like they're gonna get a little aggressive here. I like this out of Top Life doing what he can to get up, get some map position on the map, and they actually have a site.
Ooh,
And that's Top Life with a big first blood onto Linkser. You gotta love that kill early in the round, getting that guy out of the game. It's being very annoying there with his routes he's been taking. So gotta love that, and the bomb will go down. So now you've got the 3v4. Make that a 3v3 retake for the Burgers.
3v2 now. As Johnny's able to pick up one. He's able to pick up two. Shifty gets taken down. Now Almighty verse 3 with a bomb needing to be defused, and he's unable to
Wow.
do so. Denver Surrender take the map 2 home. And they're looking good so far. These games are close, Timor, but Denver
Man,
Surrender keep coming out on top.
this team is icy. It's like they get in the last, the last little section of the map.
As map 3 of this series, it's taken a while, Timor, but we're here.
Yeah, we're definitely here. Saint Vonderhaar, if you can hear us, just keep these servers stable, baby. We got a little substitution action coming in. Got Queen Cat in on the side of the Boston Burgers for the side of Linksy, and that's
Ooh.
Almighty with a snappy 2 pieces. He's gonna get a break into this B hill, but he's immediately cut down by Wah. So it's going to be Boston Burgers getting a little bit of map control here as they get another foothold into this B side. Black Gators got a little bit of contest time coming through, but Wah is just shutting it down right now, and he is hungry.
He sure is. Only 30 bullets left in his M4. Might want to pick that one up, but Boston Burgers trying to get some time there on the A point. Tink, though, with a big 2-piece. Love to see it. Denver Surrender holding down that point, and this is what we were talking about, Team Morg. They're locked in the back.
Yep, you've got Wall and the boys just all positioned over towards this one side of the map, just locking down that main entrance. Got the player in Tink in the top, finding a nice 2-piece, just locking it down. I mean, you've got to get a really controlled push here from the side of Boston Burgers and just hope for some good gunny as you got to try to break out of this here. Tink just still locking that down up top. Almighty trying to get away with his life as the knife comes through. What the? A lot of hip fires. He finds the kill as a little bit of BM comes through for the side of Tink. He's got his knife out here to play, but it's glitched, locking down that middle of the map. But the Burgers are near the B side. As I say that, they get erased. 12 seconds left on the board, and oh, never mind. Burgers are going to stop it. So they got a foot on to A. Let's see what they can do with it here.
Let's see. They could find a tick, and they have, so that's a great start for them. Tink is working in this top house area, trying to find anybody, but they're all on that A point, trying to run in through the back. He's able to pick up one, unable to pick up the second. So that's an A point capture for Boston Burgers. So when all said and done, I mean, not the worst first round, no doubt about it.
Yeah, you got some ticks. You're working your way towards that defensive last round, and Almighty, he's gonna find a nice gap. Look at that. He's able to get in that top side. Wall's going to sniff him out, though, and take him out. He gets traded out by Black Gator. And, uh-oh, there's a little bit of leakage on the map. His glitch picks up Black Gator as well. Tink is locking it down. The B site is clean. Only 5 respawns left for the side of the Burgers. Make that 4, and it's all down to search and destroy type plays now.
And I mean, there's not much to work with here. You're all stuck in the spawn. 29 seconds left to work with. Tink able to get the beat down. And there's only 2 players left to work with. Tink picks up one. Is he able to get the third? The hip fire is in. Denver Surrender take the round 1. And a solid one. I mean, the Boston Burgers are able to get that A point. But, Denver Surrender looking good so far.
Yeah, you'd think we were almost like fortune tellers or something there, Kaj. The way we were able to sniff out the defense is going to be insane on Fortress. I mean, that was just a little bit of a blender there for the most part from the Burgers. So let's see what they can do now with the shoes on the other foot. They get their turn to try to lock out the surrender for as long as they can. They picked up 3 ticks. So you got to think if they can just keep them off A for 10 more seconds than the surrender were able to, they're looking good. but the opening kills go towards the side of Surrender. So let's see what they can do here. What?
Yeah, Tink making his way onto the point. The hip fire was good. I'll tell you that much, Teamwork. On a 7 streak now. He's playing inside this trusty old car. But the Boston Burgers picking up kills on the other side. Tink runs off the point, able to pick up another. And on an 8 streak right now, he's looking good so far. One tick goes the way of the A site, and the Denver Surrender were able to get a tick onto B as well.
Yeah, that's definitely not good for the side of Boston Burgers. Is you gotta get Tink out of this A hill. He jumps for the 2-piece, lots of damage, not able to pick it up. Almighty and Gator winding back that progression over on the A side, but Wah finds the 2-piece that Tink was looking for there, and he's getting that progress right back. So looks like the Surrender are going to try to switch their approach a little bit here and send a couple players over towards that B side. Maybe get some more progress here. Ooh, never mind.
That's a good nade, and Boston Burgers are still in a solid spot here. They just got to get Tink off of this A point because his teammates are going to come and reinforce with him very, very soon. Wah able to pick up 2. Queen Cat, though, and Black Gator working to find more. Wah, though, with the Overwatch, that might mean the A point for the Denver Surrender. And it looks like that is the case. Now Boston Burger's going to have to really hold down this B point.
Yep, and this is where you need to hold down all lanes of the map. You can't let any leaks through. It makes it really hard to lock this hill down if you're getting hit from all sides. But a great nade from Glitch, and I believe that's Glitch as well, able to find a kill on the Black Gator. So he is doing his part, getting in there, and Tink finds one. So that is a lot of Surrender on the kill feed and on the map. They're able to get a foot into B. The kills keep going their way, and they're going to start working on that second tick.
They really are right now. They get the second one. They're up 4 lives.
Uh-oh.
Top Life Coon looking for anybody he can find. He finds one. The last player on the point, that's going to be Tink, trying to play his life. But who's that with him?
Wowie.
He helps him out, and he gets that round W. Offensive win for Denver Surrender. And, you know, this is looking not as close as the first 2 maps, Teamwork. But we know the Boston Burgers. Anything can happen here.
Oh, definitely, you know, and as we switch back over to the side, we're just gonna need to see some real gunny activated, you know, from the side of the Burgers. They just got to dig their way out of this hole, and it looks like we're back down to 3 players over there. So that's great.
That might be a
Let's hope
glitch.
it's a glitch. I'm trying to look and see. Yeah, you gotta love it. Well, you know, they could do it with 3, right?
We almost saw a 3 before last time around, so let's see if it happens again. Top Life Goon with a big 2-piece. Leaves Almighty all alone. He's able to pick up 1. I mean, like what I'm seeing out of Almighty.
Oh my gosh.
That's a big 2-piece right there. Black Gator kills his teammate Shifty. And this is kind of an awkward position to be in, Teamorg, because this is a weird situation right now.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of slack to be picked up for the side of the Boston Burgers, but Shifty's doing just that. He's going to find one onto Wah, and oh, the beams come out, and it's looking like Almighty died to a knife there. I think Top Life might have shot an entire man with a knife out of his gun there to kill.
39 seconds left for the Boston Burgers to make a play. How did that hip fire even connect, Teamwork?
Excuse me?
He
Shot
was
his
not
wrist.
even looking at him. He wasn't looking at him. But Boston Burgers are on A. Let's see for how long. And like we said, they only have 35 seconds left to work with. And it's kind of a tough situation. No doubt about it. They're on that A point, though, I'm pretty sure. For a moment. Black Gator, though, does get taken down. The Denver Surrender are defending quite well. Almighty, though, he has something to say about it. 3 players. Well, we only need 3 ticks. And that's a big kill onto Wah. First tick comes in. I mean, what an absolute turnaround it would be to get the A point in a 3v4 scenario.
Oh, definitely. And I think regardless of how it goes, Almighty's got to get the MVP for the map. I mean, this guy is just absolutely doing the fundamental work for his team, putting on the show. And just kind of tough to see how it's playing out, because you're just in the eternal spawn trap over here on Fortress Control. And you just got to pray to Vonderhaar that you can get a couple big kills here and maybe some map position.
3 seconds left to go. I don't think that's enough time for the Boston Burgers to get onto the point. And no, it is not. The final kill comes in. Denver Surrender take the map home. They take the series. And, not how I would have wanted it to end personally, Timur.
Yeah, I was in my night jammies last night, dreaming about the COD